My name is Kaylee, and in this video I'm going to tell you all about the latest discovery made in Serbia, where researchers have discovered a huge settlement that's 7,000 years old. I would also like to remind you of my Turkey tour this October 14 until the 25th. We're going to see Göbekli Tepe, Karahan Tepe, the Sanliurfa Museum, Cappadocia, the underground city of Derinkuyu, Hattusa, Haran, Sokmatar. You do not want to miss this tour. It's a once-in-a-lifetime trip. The link to book your spot on the trip is in the description down below. The country of Serbia has been a center of knowledge and technology such as agriculture and metalworking for a very long time, due to its location on the eastern edge of Europe. The country was constantly invaded throughout antiquity. The Greeks, the Romans, and the Byzantines all conquered the area one after the other. But what was life in Serbia like in the Stone Age, before agriculture and metalwork was invented? Well, researchers who were asking this same question got a tip from one of the locals, who said there might be something there. So the researchers had been aware of Stone Age settlements in the region, but this particular area had not been researched yet. So after receiving the tip, the researchers went to search in a very remote area of Serbia, near the Tamis River in the Serbian Banat region near Jarkovac, a village in the north of the country. This Stone Age settlement is located in the middle of nowhere, according to the researchers. It's an exceptional structure that was a huge settlement for that area for that time. So they discovered and mapped the remains of a huge 7,000-year-old settlement. This settlement is surrounded by several ditches, and it covers an area of approximately 13 hectares, which equates to roughly 32 acres. During the geophysical investigations, the German-Serbian research team also systematically surveyed the surfaces of the surrounding area for artifacts. These artifacts found on the surface were then radiocarbon dated and revealed that the site dates to between 5,400 and 4,400 BCE. Therefore, it is believed that the settlement was occupied by the Vincha culture, who lived in the region of southeastern Europe during that time period. So the Vincha culture lived in the area of the Balkans in what is modern-day Serbia, Kosovo, southern part of Hungary, western Romania, western Bulgaria, eastern Croatia, eastern Bosnia, northern Montenegro, and North Macedonia. Quite a vast area that they lived in. So they emerged in this area around 5,400 BCE, and for about 900 years they thrived here, until they seemingly vanished, as there are no remnants of their pottery, their figurines, and their settlements found after approximately 4,500 BCE. It is thought that an invasion of warlike horse-riding Proto-Indo-European tribes marked the end of the Vincha culture. From the 1990s onwards, archaeologists have found evidence of violent massacres and defensively enclosed fortified settlements in the area where the Vincha culture used to live. We might not know exactly why their culture suddenly vanished, but it is quite clear that they fought for the continuation of their lifestyle and their people. So the Vincha culture was actually one of the very first sedentary farming communities in the region, and they would have farmed and raised goats, cattle, and other livestock. So a few hallmarks of the Vincha culture are the various styles of zoomorphic and anthropomorphic figurines, as well as the Vincha symbols, which some actually consider to be the earliest form of proto-writing, which is older than what we found in Mesopotamia. The Vincha culture also provides the earliest known example of copper smelting in the Old World, even though they are not considered to be part of the Copper Age. So at this latest discovered settlement, the researchers found the remnants of a large number of burnt houses, as well as numerous artifacts. So looking at this all together gives quite a clear idea of the structure of the site 7,000 years ago. The artifacts included vessels and fine pieces of reddish painted pottery, which were all found at the surface level of the site. What's even more remarkable are the strong influences from the regional Banat culture, especially since only a few settlements with material from the Banat culture are known from what is now Serbia. This discovery is of outstanding importance, as hardly any other late Neolithic settlements are known in the Serbian Banat region, said Martin Verholt, team leader and professor of prehistoric and social archaeology at the Institute of Prehistoric and Protohistoric Archaeology at Kiel University in Germany. The biggest surprise for the researchers was actually the fact that this site had gone unnoticed for so long. Only a local of the area thought there might be something worth researching, and thankfully Martin and his team took this tip seriously and they started their investigations. Otherwise, we might have never heard about this. So the archaeologists that have researched the entire area of where the Vincha culture used to thrive always saw a huge gap between known settlements in the larger Balkan area. These settlements are located closer to rivers and mountains, and there was always this huge void in the middle of the plains. But now they can actually prove that there was something in the middle. This void was settled as well. Of course, as you can imagine, the researchers are planning further excavations as they would like to get a better sense of whether there were any connections between this site and all the other settlements that they have found previously in the region. A fun fact I'd like to share is the fact that the same researchers who discovered this massive settlement in Serbia also investigated several late Neolithic circular features in Hungary. These circular ditched enclosures, better known as rondels, are attributed to the Lengyel culture who lived in the area of Hungary between 5000 BCE and 4400 BCE. Here, the researchers also used both geophysical technologies as well as systematic walking surveys of the surrounding area. The combination of both these methods helped differentiate the eras represented at the individual sites more clearly than before. This enabled them to reevaluate some of the already known sites in Hungary. For example, some of the sites were previously categorized as late Neolithic circular enclosures, but these actually turned out to be much younger structures. Southeast Europe is of the utmost importance when it comes to wanting answers to the question of how knowledge and technology spread in early periods of human history, and how all of this was related to social inequalities. So the reason for this is the fact that new technologies and knowledge, such as metalworking, to give an example, first appeared here in the southeast of Europe, and later on spread throughout the rest of Europe. So I'm personally very excited to see what more they will uncover in the near future. But for now, I want to ask you, what do you think of this latest discovery from Serbia? Let me know in the comments down below. I would also like to remind you of the desk mat that I'm selling with Epic Desk. It's a collaboration, it's wonderful. It's a limited edition and they're only being sold until June 1st. After June 1st, these desk mats will never be sold again. So if you want to get yours, go to the link in the description down below. If you enjoyed watching, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more of these kind of videos, and click that bell icon if you want to be notified whenever I upload. If you haven't seen my previous videos yet, then click the card in the upper right corner, or click one of the links in the description down below, or click a video in the end card. I would also like to say a massive thank you to all my patrons and my channel members. My surgery is in a few days. As I'm filming this, it's only a few days away. As you're seeing this, I'm probably already out of surgery, but I'll make a community post and you'll be aware of that. And yeah, my surgery is a hysterectomy. So they're going to remove my uterus and my fallopian tubes. So that's going to be fun, no? Unfortunately, it's needed. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? Stuff happens and we just have to roll with the punches and make the best of it. Hopefully, in the meantime, as I'm recovering, you will watch other videos of mine so that I can still continue to pay my bills, which would be nice. And yeah, with that said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!